Back in 1991, I came to a meeting of an organization in the parish called the Social Concerns Committee. And at that meeting, the president decided to tell us that he would no longer be able to fulfill his obligations with the Social Concerns Committee and he would have to resign. Even though there were people who had been there much longer than I had, because it was my first meeting, they all pointed to me. And so I said, okay. And I had no idea what I was in for, but I gladly accepted. And I've been here ever since for 30 years.
The food pantry is vital and important for several reasons. First, it addresses a deep need in our area for many who go without the basic necessities of food to provide for their families. Certainly during this holiday season is a particular time where we help people to be able to celebrate the holidays, as most of us who are more fortunate are able to do with our families. We are the only food pantry in the immediate community area. And then also, it's a benefit to our own parishioners. Those who serve in this ministry, it gives them the opportunity to actually do what Jesus calls us to do, to serve others, to think of others first.
The donations that we get for the food pantry, when we get our food, comes primarily from the parishioners. They're very, very generous to us. They've always been very, very good to us. It's their way of sharing with other people. And they will purchase items and put them in the bin, which is still, that bin is 30 years old and it's still working fine. And they'll put in the bin at Mass when they come on Sundays. And we're still wheeling it down the ramp and bringing it down here. And of course, the other organizations in town, civic organizations will help us out. The other churches in town will help us because they know that we are helping their people as well. And of course, the Queen of Peace Grammar School, they will donate to us. They're very good to us, especially at Thanksgiving time and other times during the year.
Queen of Peace Grammar School Student Council holds an annual food drive for needy families every Thanksgiving season. We ask students to bring in food, different types of food, so that the families can enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings. And this is especially so important now during this, as we're in the midst of this pandemic. Besides bringing food items, the students also have tag days, which they pay $1, but the proceeds go directly to the food pantry to buy additional items. Because we support the food pantry not only on the Thanksgiving and Christmas seasons, but really all year, because unfortunately it really is needed.
I believe it's very, very important that the food pantry continues. It's a place, first of all, where people get food. And there's always going to be a need of food. We don't really realize it. We always equate that people have to be actually starving in order to need food. Sometimes it's just that people are having a rough time financially or whatever, and it takes a long time to get back on your feet. So rather than choose between getting the medicine or getting an extra another winter coat for the child or whatever like that, whatever kind of need comes, or even just paying the rent. So instead of sacrificing on the food, we feel that we can help at least that particular need. The joy that I think that our volunteers get from knowing that they make a difference is very, very important. Just as important as the people getting the food, it's important for the people who work at the pantry to get a sense of doing something for the community. And I think basically it all comes down to it's better to give than to receive. For a brief moment, they can feel a place that they have to get something, not just materially, but also some kind of comfort as well.